Super Dario World.
Okay, moving on to the AFC West. So, since we're in the AFC West, I need to mention the big, important, massive news that has to do between a popular singer, songwriter, whatever, pop star, and an NFL superstar player. And that's that Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert has been seen dating singer, songwriter Madison Beer. Now, to be honest, I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of this woman before in my life, but, you know, she seems hot, so good for Justin Herbert. And that is the only piece of news that I will share relating to an NFL player and a pop star. That's it. That's the only one that matters. No other news here to be discussed. So, since I already mentioned Justin Herbert, let's begin with the Chargers. The Chargers finished off last season with a record of 18-6 in the first season of new head coach Jim Harbaugh, and everybody was very excited. As a Chargers fan, I could not have been happier with the results of last season. Obviously, the loss in the offseason, in the postseason against the Texans sucked, but the team is ahead of schedule. I did not have them making the postseason last year, so they're ahead of schedule, which is great to see. So that being said, this has been one of the weirder off seasons I've ever seen as a Chargers fan. So I'll just name some of the weirder things that happened. So first off, Chargers hired back wide receiver Mike Williams, who then retired like on the first day of training camp. Oh, I've never seen a player retire just a few weeks after joining a team. I've seen them retire like 5 minutes after joining a team so they can, retire as a player of that team. But this was weird. It was a weird one. Did not expect it. However, Mike Williams retired, opening the window to the return of wide receiver Keenan Allen, who everybody is very excited about. Now, I don't know why people keep writing Keenan Allen off. Now, listen, Keenan Allen can't replace Mike Williams because they have very different skill sets, but Keenan Allen is an excellent receiver. Last year, I had him in fantasy football, and down the stretch, dude just made points. So the issue with the Bears is that they didn't really know how to use him. Now he's back with Justin Herbert, and so they had phenomenal chemistry for a very long time. He had his best career. He had the best season of his career with Justin Herbert. So we'll see how it goes. I have faith in Keenan Allen. Let's just leave it at that. I still have faith that Keenan Allen has a lot of good football left to play. So that was good. Other weird news. Linebacker Denzel Perryman got arrested and spent a weekend in jail for weird gun charges in LA. Now, they won't tell us exactly what happened. They just said that he got stopped for a car thing and then got arrested for having weapons that are not California legal or whatever. Now, fortunately, all the charges were dropped, so I don't think he should get suspended. And I've actually met Denzel Perryman in person. I've had like a brief conversation with him, but I met him at the radio station. He stopped by with Manti Te'o when they were both in the team. So he's a really cool dude. He's a nice dude. I don't think he was doing anything criminal. That's the point, and I think that's why they dropped the charges. And I think he made the mistake that a lot of us law-abiding citizens do of being a little bit too cooperative with cops when we shouldn't be. So weird stuff. Weird offseason. Another weird thing, running back Najee Harris, who they acquired as a free agent this offseason, almost lost his eye on a 4th of July fireworks accident. What exactly happened, we're not sure. How severe is the injury, we're not exactly sure. We don't know a lot. We know that every once in a while we get tidbits of Najee Harris doing stuff on the field. And apparently when everybody expected him to start the season in IR, the team's saying he's on the path to start week 1. So nobody knows what the fuck's going on with Najee. Now, listen, I'm not a doctor, but I have heard that the eye is the part of the body that recovers the fastest. So Maybe the eye's fine. It was just a matter of the skin around. Listen, I don't know. No, we don't know shit about fuck. If I generally do not know shit about fuck. I extra do not know shit about fuck when it comes to Najee Harris's injury. However, the team says that looks like he's gonna play, and it's 4 days until they have to play against the Chiefs in Brazil. So we'll see how that goes. And finally, they extended star left tackle Rashawn Slater for hundreds of millions of dollars, and then he got injured and he's out for the season. And not only is he out for the season, it appears to be an injury that could be a career ender. Now, I've heard everything on all sides about this injury, from doctors, from no doctors, from people who don't know shit about fuck like me. It does not sound good any way you want to slice it. It could be that he could recover 100%. It could be not. So again, until we know, we won't know. It sucks. It's devastating because they literally just re-signed. They just extended the guy, and he was probably their best player at that point. So weird offseason is what I'm saying. It's been a weird offseason. They let go also of Joey Bosa, and it's weird. The Chargers are in a weird spot. However, it's a good spot. I don't know how good they will be without Rashawn Slater. Everything's probably going to come down to the O-line, but listen, it's been interesting. I'll give him that. It's been a roller coaster of an offseason. Next, we'll go for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs, they finished with a record of 15-2, the fakest 15-2 record ever. Nobody believes it. Nobody believes it. Like if you saw their games, you're like, dude, they didn't win that. Anyway, interesting offseason as well. For starters, I need to mention that their wide receiver, Rashee Rice, will be suspended for 6 games. Now, this one was actually starting to come off as a bit of a controversy because Jordan Addison and Rashee Rice were I believe they pleaded guilty on the exact same day, and Jordan Addison got a 3-game suspension, and Rashee Rice supposedly was going to have another mediation or whatever on September 30th. So everybody's like, of course the Chiefs are getting special treatment here because Rashee Rice will be allowed to play the first 6 games of the season, which are pretty difficult games. They play the Chargers, the Ravens, the Eagles, and the Lions, just to name 4. So not having your wide receiver 1 for that stretch of games would be brutal. Now, apparently, this guy took a plea deal, and he's officially suspended for 6 games, and he's going to miss the first 6 games of the NFL season. So there you go. Justice, I don't know how you want to call it, but there you go. Next, I need to do a clarification. Wide receiver, I believe I did this earlier in the season, but it's still I'll mention again. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy was arrested during the offseason for domestic violence charge. However, he was cleared during the offseason, so he will not serve any suspension whatsoever. Next, on the things that sucks for them, they lost left guard Joe Thuney to the Bears. Actually, they traded him to the Bears, one of the better left guards in the NFL. And as you know, the O-line was kind of the big issue for the Chiefs this previous Super Bowl and, the season in general. So they got left tackle Josh Simmons, who appears to be pretty good so far. So maybe they've solidified that. But, their big question mark, as with the Chargers, will be the O-line. And I don't know whether or not Travis Kelce's too old to play or whatever. But right now, I think the O-line's the bigger question mark. Next, the Denver Broncos finishing up with a record of 10-7. And honestly, doing one of the most impressive jobs I've seen of a team being in salary cap hell, thanks to Russell Wilson. They drafted quarterback Bo Nix, and Bo Nix looks like he can play. Now, season 2 is always tricky for quarterbacks because, that's when now defensive coordinators have had a full offseason to prepare for you, so it's not as easy anymore. But, he is under Sean Payton's wing, so we'll see how that works out. To help out the kid, they bolstered their defense greatly. So they got from the 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw and safety Hufanga. I forget his first name, and I don't think I can pronounce it. They also drafted cornerback Jedi Barron to go with Patrick Surtain II. So their defense was already pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean really good last season. They got 3 really good players. And I mean really good players. I mean, Jedi Barron's still a question mark because, rookie. But he looks like he could be, well, he was supposed to be the best cornerback of this draft. So Greenlaw, we know he's legit. We know what he did for the 49ers and Hufanga as well. So it sucks that they had a good offseason for the defense. And for the offense, they acquired tight end Evan Ingram, who appears to be moving the ball. He may become a favorite target for Bo Nix this offseason. They drafted running back RJ Harvey, and they picked up free agent J.K. Dobbins, running back. My boy J.K. Dobbins. So I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But they did a lot of really good moves this offseason. Right now, a lot of people are really high on the Broncos. I can understand why, because god damn it. I mean, on paper at least, things are looking really good in Denver, and I hate it. I hate it. But, if they take on the Chiefs, I won't hate it as much. I probably will later, but still, as long as they take down Chiefs. Finally, the Raiders finished off last season with a record of 4-13 and got head coach Antonio Pierce fired. And so, they got new minority owner Tom Brady, and I'm guessing Tom Brady had something to do with this because they also fired Tom Telesco, their GM, and they hired Pete Carroll, and the GM's name I forgot, and I didn't write it down, so it doesn't matter. So Pete Carroll, as you may know, legendary head coach, won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. He brought in Geno Smith with him, and they also traded for Kenny Pickett later on in the offseason. So Kenny Pickett, Super Bowl winner Kenny Pickett, who was traded to the Browns and wasn't even part of their quarterback competition over there because we never even saw him play. So now he's with the Raiders. So good for them, I guess. I don't know. They also extended their star defensive end, their edge rusher, the Condor, Max Crosby, and they drafted Ashton Genty, running back, who everybody is like, oh, he's going to be a generational player, the best. Get him in the fantasy draft, whatever. We'll see. I mean, honestly, it sucks. It sucks. Because I wanted the Raiders to still be, just like a dumpster fire. Because you want those easy wins within division, at least 1 or 2. Now, I mean, they have Brock Bowers, who's probably the best tight end in the league. They got Ashton Genty, who has potential to be the best running back in the league. Their defense just sucks. I mean, they do have a star edge rusher, but it's not the best. So what bothers me is that they're making moves in the right direction. Supposedly they had a really good draft. I don't like it. I don't like the Raiders being good. In fact, I hate it. It's disgusting. However, I think they're in step 1 of the rebuild. I just don't like that they have so many good corners pieces, to build around. But there you go. If I have to make predictions for the AFC West, I'm going to go... my heart wants to say Chargers 1 because I believe in Jim Harbaugh, and it's the team that I follow the most. And but I also, don't want the bad karma. So I'm going to go Broncos 1, Chargers 2, Chiefs 3, Raiders 4. There you go. I mean, honestly, the top 3, I'm not sure. I've seen Kansas City play the last 2 seasons. They haven't scared me. It's just, they're lucky. It's luck. And, luck when it comes to particularly refs stuff, but whatever. Anyway, that's the AFC West. It's a quick reminder. If you want to join my NFL Picks League, you can. Just go to NFLPicksPage.com. The pool's name is SDW League. The password is SDW2025. That's all capital letters. The league, basically, you just pick which team you think is going to win every game each week. That's it. At the end of the season, whoever picks the most correct games wins, and they take winner take all. So I'm going to put in $100. If you want to put in any amount of money, you can. You don't have to. The league's free, but I do it because I make things more fun. So if you want to put in a little extra, just let me know at superdarioworld.com and at DarioSDW so I can let everybody know, how big the pot is. But yeah, there you go. Again, it's free. If you want to join, you can. Just join and you don't even have to tell me. So there you go.